Hello and welcome back to another one of my vlogs. I had no intention at all. In fact, I've tried to open the drawer while that was silly. I had no intention at all of doing a vlog now, picking up the camera now. The only intention I had was to quite quickly get to work. Because it's 10 to 4, I need to leave at 4, and you can see like this, I am not work ready yet. My kit is packed. I've been home all day emailing. I actually had someone come round to do my EPC rating for my flat because I'm going to put my flat on the market because I can't cope any longer with my noisy neighbours, and I just need a bigger place anyway. But my hand's a little bit been forced. That's a longer story. But anyway, that's what I've been doing today. I've been sorting like kind of every day I'm just doing something towards like maybe downsizing a little bit in my house, and there's some bits I've put in a suitcase to take down to Cornwall because I've got to head down there soon. I've got my friend's wedding, so I'm starting to collect bits together that I might not... Where is everything? Where is everything I need? That I might not be like immediately using. So like, I mean, it doesn't even make a quarter of a dent on it really, but it's, you know, probably maybe better than nothing. I don't know, it feels like I'm trying to do something. I've still got a sleep mark down the side of my face because I tried to sleep just like a little bit of time ago so I could feel a little bit better, because I cried this morning, and when I cry I always get a headache and migraine, and I had a really bad one yesterday while I was filming. I had a really long busy day filming all over London on the rail network for a advertising campaign with Joe Wiley, Mel Blatt and Yinka. Maybe I'll put some clips in after this. I don't know, would that be weird? I don't know. And it was just really tough because it was so hot and so much like carrying of kit and moving around that I ended up just getting... Well, I woke up with a migraine because I've been waking up really early because of my neighbours, and then... Anyway, yeah, so I was trying to avoid that today, and I cried this morning because of a work situation. I had the BAFTAs at the weekend, and... Oh, God. I don't know. The reason I picked up my camera, to be really honest with you, is that I feel so over my career and so disappointed in people, and it's so tremendously difficult. Every single day is a bit of a struggle to fight, to earn money, to survive in this industry, that I'm like, I just need to future-proof myself and find other ways to earn money. Oh my God, the time. And I was like, right, do you know what, you can't moan about it if you don't pick up your camera and do something about it. And the reason I haven't been vlogging as much is just because, well, firstly I did another week filming away on the farm for Jimmy and Shimmy's Farmhouse Breakfast, which is on ITV every Saturday morning. We made another series of that, and it was brilliant, and we had some great guests, and I don't know, I just feel like it might go really well, and it might come back again. It's just very wholesome. We feature all of the animals on Jimmy's farm. If you don't know, Jimmy Doherty owns a wildlife nature reserve farm. It's like it's everything in one. You know, you've got chickens to polar bears, genuinely that big a mix of, you know, wild animals not native to our shores, and, you know, your classic farm animals that you can, you know, and horses and ducks and peacocks, and it's just such a good day out in Suffolk. So not only does he have that, but we film a food series where we like cook recipes with Shivi Ramatar, and it's a really, really lovely Saturday morning series. So I was doing that, and it's just all a bit exhausting to be kind of doing my job and making vlogs and doing Instagram, and I own a hair and makeup agency, so running that at the same time is just a lot, even though the industry's not even that busy. And I'm not super well a lot of the time, so I also have to kind of maybe make it a little bit easy. So getting back to my original point was that I was a bit upset. I cried on the phone to a friend about a really unfortunate situation that happened at BAFTA, which was not my fault, and, you know, but just, yeah, it's hard. and I knew if I would get a migraine, so I was like, right, I'm going to take a nap. And I just closed my eyes for half an hour, which was bad because I was meant to be, you know, doing better things at that time. So let's get the jewellery on. What earrings shall I wear? Would you like to help me pick them? I love this little case. It's so handy for carrying and travelling things around. Can you see all my little jewels in there? Should I put some big ones in? Should we put these in, or is that too much? Green and green, why not? I feel like this is the first day, guys. You're actually here for the first day of me wearing a dress and flip-flops to work. It's so exciting. No, I don't even know if it is really warm enough because I haven't stepped foot outside today. How bad is that? But it is very, very hot at the one show, and it's very hot travelling on buses, which I will be doing. So I thought, you know, let's be smart and just put on as little as possible. And if I'm cold, not the end of the world. That's Charlotte Tilbury Super You, and then the Charlotte Tilbury Big Lip Plump Glasm. This is such a lovely, look at this glittery. It's like this, it's almost clear, kind of a nudie clear, but with these lovely pieces of glitter, and then it starts tingling and lip plumping. That's my little set today. There you go, little gypsy dress, Amazon. These earrings are from Oliver Bonus. Haven't really done my hair. You'd think I care more, but I don't. I'm just gonna head to work and take you with me. Annoyingly, I've got to change buses. This is such a hard bus because it's so hot and so slow. And the sun is coming in, and like, there's just no aircon on London buses.
I was like, oh my god, Sophie, I'm so sorry.
Travel up, doors closing.
That was pretty crazy, 2 women back to back, but such lovely women to talk to. I just obviously couldn't get anything on camera, so now I'm going to go and do some quick checks at home.
Travel.
Like a bedraggled absolute mess. The weather is so beautiful. I just feel so guilty for like not being out in it, but I feel so awful that I don't want to go out. I'm really not living my life to its full potential at the moment, which is something to talk to you about at another point. Don't worry about me just drying my clothes on basically the sun comes in so extraordinarily amazingly here through these windows that I dry a lot. I've got a coat hanging up in the window. This is the problems with living in the studio flat. Everything's everywhere. Do you know what? Before I talk to you properly, I think I'm going to make some food because I think I'm just a bit over hungry and headachy as usual. And just need to wash my makeup off, get this place sorted out a little bit, and then sit down and just catch up with emails. I've got makeup and stuff everywhere. Can't be bothered. Look at my little pigeons. They fly away as soon as I open the window, which is such a shame. But I want to show you the sunset. Can you see Big Ben? He's creeping his way in there. Don't judge me. Well, judge me if you want, but I am aware. I can see myself. I have mirrors. I'm going to put on some of my collagen jelly cream from Coec. I just want to lather my face in like gorgeous creamy gooiness because it's feeling very dry because I've just put my, well, I just did my, nearly grotted myself with these punched myself in my windpipe just by putting this on. I've just put my tretinoin on, which is my clearer, which is prescribed for me, like made up for me, but it can be quite drying because of the tretinoin, so I just wanted to get that on before I serve up my dinner, because you know when you sit down, I just want to eat my food with a really nice skincare routine done, so I can feel like I'm like settled and done. Do you want to see what I've made? I've made a concoction. It's a bit of a mess. I mean, I'm slightly embarrassed to show you. I made a white sauce with oat milk, Philadelphia butter. I know there's a bit disparity between dairy free and not there. And I put spinach in it, and then I put broccoli in it, and then some fresh pasta and some diced chicken, roasted chicken. So it's kind of like a white Alfredo type thing. Anyway, so I'm going to eat that now. I'm going to serve it up. No alcohol. Whole new me. Not drinking alcohol anymore. It's a very strange set of affairs. And you know, I can't even film myself. I've got my Christmas pyjamas on. I mean, it's like 24 degrees outside. I'm not going to show you this any longer. I'm going to eat my tea. You don't need to see this.
And then we slid a picture of Andrew in Africa, South Africa there.
Really, I should set you up on a tripod so you could see what's going on. There's just nowhere high enough to kind of put you to see what I'm doing. I've basically just finished everything's open and out because I've just finished sorting through this. Now this is the cupboard where I keep all my makeup kit. So I've got my massive suitcase there. That's actually full of stuff to be driven back to Cornwall after work on Saturday. I'm going to leave work in Chiswick and carry on driving because I'll already be out of London. Well, I'd already be an hour forward from my house now. Out of London. God, my head's so bad I can't even speak properly. I'm going to drive down. So that's full of stuff to take down. So like my smaller kit that I sometimes put in it is above it. This is like my kit with wheels, but it's slightly smaller than the big kit, so I can, like, if I've got a slightly like less crazy job, organise this through. This is like spare kits, like hot water bottles to take to set, hand warmers, slippers to take to set. I've got some belts in there, some spare capes, just bits and pieces. This is actually just my linens, my towels, bedding, napkins, dishcloths. Up in here I've got everything for my head spa and like a spare backpack. So anyway, I've at least sorted that through, and I've got my dressing gowns hanging up in there because I don't want them on the back of my... See, they're not going to fit now. I don't want them on the back of my bathroom door because I'm having my... Is it going to all fit? I'm having my flat photograph tomorrow, so normally they will be on the back of this bathroom door, but I've just got my JoJo glow pads and maybe I'll take those down. But I've got the bathroom kind of sorted out, ready to be photographed. I mean, there wasn't really much to do. I'm probably going to take that Bieber towel off, although I love it. It's distracting. So I've just had a little clean up, polished everything, cleaned all the shower, taken everything out. Oh, I need to take that little hair shampooing thing out. Clean the floors, and that's ready to be photographed. Obviously I'll put all the lights on, probably light a candle. Changed over this little pot. I've got a gold one here, I used to have a pink one, but I just thought like I should make it all look as matching as possible. So look, I've got my little Act deodorant. I love this deodorant, guys. If you need new deodorant, it's just life-changing, absolutely lasts forever as well. And my reusable razor. I think that's looking quite cute. This candle was given to me, no, I bought it, sorry, from a very famous photographer a long time ago who also makes candles. I'm like, I should just get rid of it, but it kind of works, but it just needs to be refilled, to be honest. I could probably just refill it. This was a candle as well, and I ended up keeping it to keep tooth floss in, and then room sprays. Anyway, this was my Auntie Eunice's. She always had this in her bathroom, and now I have it in mine, and it's the thing that started the whole flow of this bathroom, and I just love having it here. So yeah, oh, and my tooth guard, how attractive. Anyway, so now I'm going to finish, like, you know when just everything goes out on the floor and it just needs to all be sorted away. I'm selling this Harrods bag. This coat's been drying in the sun, that needs to go away. I've got a couple of serums I need to review that have been sent to me, which is very nice, of L'Oreal. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got the L'Oreal Luxury Beauty Duo for radiant skin and found out lashes. So that's such a goodie little to be sent. I mean, I use serums all day, every day. I fucking love layering up my serums. Collagen Peptide Booster and B3 and C. And then a black panorama mascara that will go straight into my kit. And also this beauty from number 7. Future new damage reversal night serum. So I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to get that on camera. And yes, do a little review of that. So they need to be done. And this cupboard is also looking really full now, which is a shame because this case, which is also full, and it's actually my mum's, but I borrowed that. I need to take that down, but I've filled it with stuff to take that down. This is one of my men's spare kits, and really that should all be in that cupboard, but because everything's full, yeah. Anyway, it's fine. I'm going to take that hoover out. I need to do a massive hoover, and then the flat's kind of done to be photographed tomorrow. And then I need to sit down and do my so many emails. I've had such a frustrating couple of days, and I think that's why my head is so bad today, because the stress levels have been so high that it's kicked off my cortisol and just given me a massive headache, which I'm not happy about. But I was thinking maybe I'll go out, get a coffee, get some sunshine, and then come back and start afresh in maybe a better place. When you're in pain, you're just always miserable. It's rubbish. But yeah, the emails I've got to deal with are a lot of late payments and just chasing businesses. One company that I've worked for is a really low paid job, a really hard job for not much money. They've taken 3 months to pay, and I've been chasing and chasing. No one's replied to my emails. It turns out the people I was working with have left. So another lady's got back to me and she's like, oh, we need your receipt for £8.50 so we can pay it. It's like, you've had this for 3 months and now you're chasing me for an £8.50 receipt that I actually have sent, but obviously I now haven't got anymore. It's like, just not worth it. Well, the flat is looking as perfect as it can be. This is one of the worst heads I've ever had. It is extraordinary, and I cannot believe I'm sitting here working through it. I'm going very slow though, very, very slow. I've even taken some time and just painted my nails just to not look at a screen. But they needed to be done because I've got some on-screen filming, so they have to look nice on Friday. I might take you with me for that. But anyway, I'm on the laptop and I'm paying my VAT for this quarter, which is £5,367.59. Being VAT registered is strange because it's a tax that doesn't cost me anything in theory, because I tax the company I work for, they pay it, and then I pay it to the government. What it does do is mean that I spend minutes, hours of days of my time doing my VAT, but I also have to pay my accountant to do the VAT return quarterly for me, which I actually don't know how much it is. I think maybe I pay about £300 a quarter for it. It's fine, it's just a bit of a galling situation because it's only because if your turnover hits 85,000. Now, turnover and profit are two very different things, and my turnover is high and it is over 85,000 because I have staff working for me, so it's their wages, also my flights, my trains, travel, all my insurances, my LinkedIn account, my accountancy fees, my social media accounts, my use of home, my bills, office, that's what takes over 85,000, so it's just very strange. But anyway, so I'm going to pay it now. I have a lot of emails to do, and I am doing the easy ones first. I'm a good procrastinator. Like, paying this is fairly straightforward because I'm kind of logged into the government gateway account, and as long as I remember, I've got all my passwords written down, which is not a good thing to do, but as long as I have that, it's fairly straightforward because I've sort of got into a routine with it now. But the other things are going to take me much more time. Anyway, God, my head is killing me. I feel sick with the pain. Bad. I've had the nicest walk around my park, and I could have kept going a lot longer, and in fact I thought, I feel so miserable, I'm going to go to Pets at Home and buy a rabbit. But luckily for the rabbit and me, I have someone coming to buy, well actually no, I'm not even selling it, and now I'm really annoyed about that, a makeup backpack. When I was doing all the clearing out this morning, I was like, I'm just not going to use this backpack, it's taking up too much space. You know when you just want to get rid of something and then you sort of don't think it through enough. So I put it on this local selling group, and so like loads of people want it because it was for free, and now I really regret not even just getting a tenner for it. But anyway, God, lesson learned as usual. It's so beautiful in my park. I just love it so much. Like these areas are a little bit more manicured and open to the public, but there's lots of wild areas as well, and like more like, it looks like you could be in like the English, well we are in the English countryside, but in central London. But you know what I mean, it's, you know, obviously here you can see lots of flats, but there are, because it's such a big park, you can see they've got lots of like wildlife areas and ponds, and it's beautiful. And I see 2 turtle things mating, so at least someone's getting some. And I got a little coffee. But anyway, I've got to go back. That's what I'm talking. That's the point of my story, which I forgot what I was telling you. I've got to head back for 1:15 to make sure I'm there for the lady to pick up this case, which is annoying because now it's going to cut my lovely. I could have kept going, you know. But actually, maybe it is to go in out of the sun. I shouldn't be in it too long with my head this bad, and actually do some work, and then maybe I could go again later. So it's okay. No doubt the lady will be late to pick it up, and I'll be really pissed off. But it's okay, guys, because we're keeping the cortisol low. We're not getting pissed off. We're just experiencing joy. That's fine. We're looking for the joy in life, like this lovely pink tree that I don't know the name of. Is that a sycamore? Morning. Oh, that's not looking good, is it? That floppy bit. The problems with putting your hair up quite loosely and freely is that it also then in turn loosely and freely comes down at own will. I'm in Piccadilly Circus. There's Piccadilly Circus, behind me is Oxford Circus, and I'm just going to cut through Eyre Street to get down onto Piccadilly because I'm going to Fortnum and Mason's for a brunch with Delilah, the cosmetic brand, who I'm actually also filming with tomorrow, so it's worked out really nicely. And I thought it might be nice to vlog it and take you along with me. You might disagree, but you know, you could also turn off. So, life's choice. So now I'm just walking through Eyre Street, lovely little cut through to take me straight on to Piccadilly. And it's quiet because the shops in London don't actually open till 10 AM and it's now 10. So it feels a bit weird. It's like a bit eerie quiet. Quite like it. Unfortunately, the weather is not terrible, but it's overcast. And today I'm having my flat photographed, as you know, to go on the market. Of course, now I'm a little bit nervous that the sunlight's not going to be there, and you know, for photographs, it looks just, the sun coming into my room, as you saw yesterday, is just so glorious that when it's not there, it just looks a bit dull and small. So maybe it says on the forecast it is going to clear a bit, and it's not till 4 o'clock, so let's see what happens. But anyway, let's head into Fortnum's. I would love to have a little look around as well, but don't need anything.
Not Liberty.
Fran's here.
Thank you. No, it's not.
I'm going to talk to the camera about why we're here today and what we're launching. So we've got new shades of the lipsticks, your classic lipsticks.
Yeah.
We've also got what would you call like a radiance primer mixer.
Yeah, so we're calling it an elixir, radiant elixir, and that comes out in June, and you've got a preview of that.
Yes,
What
we've
did
got
you
two
think?
shades. We've got Moonlight and
Candlelight.
Candlelight. The Candlelight is more of a peachy, bronzy, warming
exactly,
glow.
yeah.
Great for mixed race skin, great for dark skin, and I would say the Moonlight, more of a pearlescent, iridescent,
Cooler, that kind of pinky oyster tone.
blue eye, pale skins,
Exactly, yeah, exactly
blonde
that.
hair girl.
Exactly.
But I've used it on top of my cheekbones there. I don't know if you can see in the light. Let me just bring this around here. I've used it on the top, so I've put it on top of my foundation, but you can also mix it in with my primer. I can mix it in with foundation. I actually
Mix it
put
with your
some on
moisturiser,
my
with your body
collarbone.
moisturiser.
It is a real multi-purpose product, and I'll show you properly on my Instagram. We'll do a little tutorial. We also looked at the Wake Up range.
Yeah, so the whole of the Wake Up family we did a bit of a recap on. So that's the skin tint, the skin mist, and the under eye perfector,
Yes.
and not forgetting Lip Saviour, our
Yes.
best-selling lip oil.
A
as
lip
well.
oil that changes its tone to work with your acidity levels, your pH
Yeah,
levels.
that's exactly right.
And
Just
it
a little
changes.
bit, just enough,
Yeah.
not too much, just enough.
So as you know, I don't really wear colour on my lips unless it's like a bright red, but I'm tend to be like a nude girl. So in the mornings I put it on as I'm getting ready, and actually because it just changes the pinkness, it suits the tone of my face. Then I put the rest of my makeup on, I can kind of balance that out a little better while moisturising my lips, so it is an absolute godsend. And that's it, we've had a really nice brunch, haven't we?
And we had some croissants and salmon and too much coffee.
I ate
probably.
too much, I'm a little bit buzzing now. But tomorrow you're going to come with me while we film with Rupert for Delilah, because we're doing kind of a how-to day.
How to do, yeah, let's say
like a
that.
tutorial.
Lots of Victoria's tips and lots of
So
wonderful
we'll try and
bits and
get
bits
some
like
content there
that.
as well and show you what we're doing.
Look
All
forward to
right,
it.
see you tomorrow. Hello. Since I've last seen you, I've just got changed because I've got back from work, and then the lady came to photograph my apartment, so that's been photographed. Did the sun come out to make it look better? No, it didn't. I am devastated also because my views are so amazing. So from this window here, not that you're going to be able to see, are you, but you can see the London Eye and Big Ben and the BT Tower. From the front you can see the Shard and Tower Bridge, and it just looks amazing on a sunny day. I was like, of course. But she did say I could send some photos of my own in, which is nice. But anyway, so she's been gone and take some photos. I've had some lunch. I've done some social media videos, which is why I'm covered in such thick makeup. And now it is like 5:45 maybe, 5:30, 5:45. Done some emails, and my massage, my masseuse, my sports massage is coming to try and work on my head tension and figure me out. So now I've got to move my furniture around a little bit because I'm just worried he can't get in with his bed, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm watching a film on Netflix, so let's just get this all stacked around differently and try and slide this chair in here maybe. Ugh, it's a nightmare because I've got this big sink in the way for my head spa. So, am I going to be able to lift it over the top? No, that is a lot heavier than I was expecting. I don't know why I was surprised by that. It is my own chair. Maybe I could put it up that side actually. This is what happens when you live in a studio flat. You're just always trying to work things out. To be fair, I don't really need to do this very much, but yeah, the massage bed's quite long, aren't they? It'd be good when they can invent something where you can have a massage like on your bed, but I appreciate that's really awkward. Or I could just go to someone, but it's so nice having someone come here and then not having to sort of get dressed and then get on the tube or whatever afterwards. Especially because I'm expecting this to kind of give me a headache. It is fitting, oh my gosh, it's just fitting. Does mean I cannot get up to that side now. And then I think I'm going to move my drinks trolley into that corner, and then that will give me that nice run of ground. Gosh, it makes the flat look very strange. This would be a good time to clean and take everything off. Just it's so dusty, this trolley, and it's so annoying to clean because obviously it's absolutely covered in my beloved glassware and obviously my equally beloved alcohol. It's quite cute in there. It's almost annoying I've got storage there because it's sort of, yeah, you could use the room a lot better. But anyway, so that's cleared a little bit of better floor space now. Good. Morning. It's bright and early and I'm about to set off for Marlow. I'm watching the tennis players across the road from where I live. I'm just getting a coffee in Folds for the drive. It's about an hour and a half, so it's, I'll be able, yeah, I'm not worried about times. I've left enough time for once in my life, and yeah, my neighbours woke me up very early. I've not slept very well, so I'm very tired and I'm annoyed about that, but we have coffee, so maybe that'll give me a bit of a oomph. The only thing is I'm on camera all day, so I know I have to be quiet, which is quite draining, but grateful to be doing it. It's just hard, you know, it's just hard when you don't feel very well sometimes and you're tired on top. Anyway, right, let's pick up my coffee.
Attacks in northern Gaza overnight. Problems to reset their boxes by
Well, you'll be excited to know that I'm nearly here. What is going to bring you down is that my car pickup was half an hour late to pick up my zip car. So now it means I haven't been able to stop. But so here we are ensconced in Delilah HQ, and it's a pretty fancy HQ. Say hello to Ava.
Hi.
Tell us what you're doing here today. Why you're putting up with me.
Some tips videos, some get ready with me, some surprise content which we haven't filmed yet.
And what is your role at Delilah?
My role at Delilah is everything digital.
Mm-hmm.
So all the content, all the graphics, all behind the scenes.
Basically, a lot of me rambling into this for the past 2 hours is now going to be edited.
Like, nope.
Yeah.
Cut that.
And thank God Rupert's here as well. You met Rupert yesterday.
Hi.
He is the CEO of Delilah, the creative mastermind, the brains behind the brand, the brawn behind the brand.
Well, I feel like I'm just running around grabbing things.
Yeah,
for
he
you
is
today,
also
to be
our
honest.
just.
I'm like
he's
your
our
makeup
boy.
assistant
Yeah.
today.
But it's it's a pretty nice office you got here. Right? It's
Thanks, we like it.
It's a little bit smaller than your house, but you know.
Little bit,
Yeah, that's a shame. All right, so that's how we've got on so far. I've rambled a lot. We're now having a cup of tea. We're getting on to talk about some beautiful bronzers. I've got the concealer on at the moment, and I think I look flawless, personally. And we'll see you in a bit, the next stage. We've just broken for lunch, and of course I did not bring my camera out with me, but we're walking through Marlow High Street. It is so nice, and the weather is unbelievable. So anyway, oh look, here they are. Here's my dream team.
Alright, we're just house shopping.
I need to bring my parents here. Oh yeah, little cubes.
19th century. Nobody can agree on the exact start date. Some people...
So I am an hour, no hang on wait, 45 minutes into my journey home, and I've just got into all these mopeds that cut me between the traffic. Honestly, don't know how to do it. I've just come over Hammersmith, so I'm on my way into central London. And I've got another 45 minutes. I'm just getting into Knightsbridge now. And I've just driven past in Chiswick, where I'm going to be filming tomorrow. So, oh, this guy's going to creep up the inside of me in a minute. There he goes. Oh, there's two of them. Come. So a really good day in terms of the content we got. Obviously it was pretty busy, so I didn't get to show you much. I think I only talked to you when I was grabbing some lunch, and we didn't get that till about 2, which was fine. I couldn't care less about lunch or having a lunch break, but I just wanted them to be happy with me and get the content. But what happens when you're doing these type of things for a brand is that I really want to make sure I'm giving them what they need, and I'm also hitting the markers. Not that like I'm really asked to, but just out of my own consciousness, I want to make sure that I'm talking about what they want me to talk about, and I'm tired now. You know, saying that they're sustainable or they're vegan or, you know, that there's hyaluronic acid or, you know, like the specific points that makes their brand so amazing. What I can do is talk about hair and makeup and do my hair and makeup on camera, no problem at all. But trying to memorise a script, and it wasn't, you know, it's not even a script, it's a couple of lines with people watching you. It's just quite, you know, it really makes presenters, God, they're good. Honestly, we don't, you know, I don't give them enough credit because I'm so used to seeing them present. And sometimes there's auto cue, but mostly there's not, you know, especially when we're doing some filming out in the countryside about the cliffs of Ireland. And they've got to talk about, you know, a spiel about 16th century monks and the monastery they built. That's all off the top of their heads while they're walking, while they're hitting their cues, while they're dealing with wind and lots of people staring at them and hunger and tired. It's just amazing. So anyway, I was a little bit embarrassed today, but like how shoddy my brain was at remembering some things and getting the words out. And I don't know whether to blame that on me or my brain tumour. But it's like, my long-term memory is good and my talking to the camera is good, but like you can say something, then it's got, I think it's quite, what I need is to be fed a bit of information and do it. If I'm fed lots of information over, you know, talking about 20 products, I can't then go back to the beginning. It's like that all to get another bit in. Also, I think there's just so much information in my head to get any new stuff in if something else has to drop. But anyway, yeah, I'm on my way home. It went really well. I think it looked really good on camera. Like the products just did their job, did what they were meant to do really quickly and really, woo, God, that made me jump, him revving his car. Quickly and easily, so. It went well, is what I'm trying to say. And we finished by 5 o'clock. Of course, because I was up at 5ish. I'm really tired now. And that is the downside of driving, although the good side of driving, or not driving, is the good side of driving. Oh, there you, I've disappeared. Is that I don't have to do bus, train, plane, taxi, and also it makes sense because I've got this car tomorrow as well to go to the job in Chiswick and then to carry on to Cornwall. So, although that said, 2 emails came in today about jobs next week, so now I'm like, should I go to Cornwall or not? This is the problem with freelancing, is you can never make a solid plan. I'm like scared of saying yes to anyone, say no to anything, socially or privately, because a job always might come in. And you know, if it's just a normal job, I can get it covered by someone, you know, if it's just a random job. But if it's a job specifically with a talent that asks for me, obviously it has to be me. So I'm actually really looking forward to washing my makeup off. I feel a bit tight because I've had it on and off all day and not all my moisturisers back on before I left, so yeah. Anyway, right, I'll see you at home hopefully. I'm home, hair up, Top of the Pops 2 is on. I feel really sad that I'm not in the pub with everyone I've just driven past. I tried to get my camera out to show you, but I couldn't, so I had a rant on Instagram instead. God, my bag's just full of filth. So I'm unpacking bags, repacking bags. I've got makeup suitcase there and then my big suitcase in the hallway, and that is coming back to Cornwall with me because I pre-packed it as the week's gone on with things that I don't necessarily need in my flat in preparation for kind of moving maybe. I'm even going to take some winter coats down in the idea that I might have moved before winter. Just while I've got a car with me, it seems to make sense because obviously I can't carry this much stuff on the train. I can take a suitcase on a train, but like big bulky puffer coats and stuff. So I'm going to take those down. Oh, I've got loads, but I've got quite a lot of coats. My neighbour's just knocked on the door and to say the £100 that I lent him he's lost on the bus. But then later on in this story, he said that he dropped it in the betting shop and someone picked it up and took it. So, you know, he's lying, but I've just had to give him money, some more, because he says he hasn't got enough money to eat. I'd rather him say that he lost it gambling. I know he'll get it back to me. I do know he'll get it back to me as long as he doesn't die between now and then. I just feel a bit used, to be honest. Like when I shut the door on him, not shut the door, but when I said goodbye and gave him the money and shut the door, I looked up to the heavens and I was like, if there's not
I hope there's something going on up there, because I deserve it, because I've just done a very long day, driven to Berkshire and back, filmed all day to earn money, and then given it to someone who's taken it to the gambling shop.
Well, I've done it again. I've completely forgotten to film any of my day today, and I'll tell you why. I'm only now filming at 9 PM because a lot has happened in today, even though today was meant to be quite a chill day. So, by the way, I'm on the way to Cornwall. I've got 20 minutes left. I'm in Bodmin. And I've been listening, I just listened to an episode of Table Manners with Jessie Ware, which is a podcast with her and her mum around the dinner table, and they cook a meal for a guest and they chat to them. But I never listened to it because I'm not a foodie person. I don't know what, actually, that's no reason not to listen to it, because it's not actually not like a foodie, it's just a celeb interview. But I was looking for something to listen to sort of break up the journey away from music a bit. Eurovision is on, so I'm listening to a bit of Scott Mills and Marlow on Radio 2. Anyway, I broke it up with that, and then the second it stopped, the reason I listened to it is because I was looking for something to listen to. I saw they did an interview with Ruthie Rogers, who owns the River Cafe. I work with her sometimes doing her hair and makeup, and she's just the most unbelievably interesting, humble, gentle, strong woman and a great raconteur. And anyway, she was on the show. So anyway, I listened to that, and then the second it stopped, I thought, I'll just go back to Radio 2 and see what's happening with Eurovision. And then Remember Monday came on. There was the English entry. The three girls in Remember Monday who are representing the UK this year, who I worked on at the One Show last week, and they just came on. I was like, wow, it's a sign. Anyway, so I hope they do really well. I don't know, do we find out on the night, or is it next day? It's on the night, I think, isn't it? Anyway, today I was working in Chiswick at CGTN, which is a news channel. Oh, I think I might have filmed a tiny bit of it. And I didn't start till 12. So I obviously woke up early this morning. My neighbours actually didn't wake me up that early. I actually woke up naturally about 7:30. And thought, well, let me pack up all the cases. The car was parked in front of my house, and I was actually thinking, shall I just leave and go to Chiswick early, get a coffee there, and then where I was filming has got a beautiful lake, so I was like, maybe I'll just walk around the lake. I was like, no, let me just go for a walk in my local park, because it's really nice. I'll just go there and get a coffee, kill a bit of time in the morning, get some steps in. Completely forgot that the whole point of parking my car outside my flat overnight was because I didn't put a ticket on it in one of my parking passes. So I thought, I'll leave in the morning early before the wardens come round. Completely forgot all about that. Went for a walk, loaded my bags in, left about 11 AM to go to work, and had a parking ticket. So £80 later. So it was basically work for free today. A parking ticket in front of my own home. And I've got passes upstairs. I just didn't put them on because I was like, oh well, I'm just parking overnight. But kind of forgot that it's like a later start. And then I was late to work because it said 45 minutes, but it took me an hour and 15 minutes. Honestly, you just cannot make it up. So I think I was just so pissed off and in such a fluster that I forgot to vlog any of my day. And then I only had one male presenter, so I was very, very lucky. But he actually came in really late, so it was a real rush to do his hair and makeup, which was fine. But obviously I wasn't going to get my camera out. So anyway, this is the first time I'm talking to you, and I'm just really looking forward to getting home. But I'm also really grateful for such an easy, quick drive. It has been absolutely straightforward, so easy, no traffic, and it's been sunny the whole way. In fact, it's so sunny I find it quite hard to see. But I'm really struggling with talking today and shouting. In fact, I've done some voice notes and I've made a couple of phone calls, and now I'm just dead. I cannot talk anymore. So the sun is setting. I'm going to be home soon, and
funny. Oh, that's funny, 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 funny. Oh, so you knew this was happening, did you? Did you? Well, you went in and caught her.
No, I haven't been in and got her. I was going to walk down the road.
But
She was outside the door as I came out the door.
Never.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like they call the looky men on holiday selling hats along the beach.
Thanks.
How much for a hat?
Hello.
So expensive to, you know, I was going to do that when we...
This one there.
Silly. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, it's so nice. I love all the hops.
Window. No,
Look at this, would be lovely.
plastic.
How it's meant to be. Look at all these shop windows. They're just not shops anymore. They're unfortunately houses. Well, not unfortunately, but... So we're coming for a day out in Cornwall. You know, it's weird. It feels like we're on holiday because the sun's out. And I thought, let's just go for a roast somewhere different. We don't normally go. So we've come down to Flushing, which is looking absolutely gorgeous. And I don't come here enough. Like, all the houses are painted pastel colours. It's just what you expect Cornwall to be. We've decided we've got to be more Cornish and make more of an effort to come, because we don't live in like a particularly salubrious part of Cornwall, so we have to sort of go out of our way to come to nice parts of Cornwall and have a nice proper day out. Yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
I've been running around so much that I've not got more content apart from yesterday, obviously, when we were in lovely, where were we? Flushing.
Post whatever you like, I reckon. Solo trips, definitely. I think people just love you, so, you know, like, you are you. So just post whatever you fancy. I reckon.
Hello. Hi, I'm back. Back to tell you what's been going on. So, we're now back in London. In fact, I'm about to park the car, the zip car that I've had all week. We're back at my house. My apartment's just to your left and I'm just driving it back around the road because Dad's come back to me. Dad's come back with me, I should say. Hi, I'm back. I'm back because I've not filmed anything at Cornwall, and especially yesterday in Cornwall was so full on with email, and it was boring. Why would I put it on YouTube? But it was just so full on with emails and changes and flights and trains and bookings and running around and appointments that I just didn't. We actually did head down to Falmouth and see my auntie and uncle really quickly because I had an appointment down there.
And I went to the dentist.
Yeah, Dad went to the dentist. You're not filming me, you're filming the car. And anyway, the point is, I just thought I'd kind of wrap things up for Cornwall. I didn't really film much down there, but it's just really tricky. It's just always so much going on. But anyway, we've just driven back. I'm now dropping the zip car back to its space, just across from my flat, really, just across from the park. Dad's come back with me for a few days. Is this going to be part of the video, or is it going to be a whole new video with Dad? I think probably part of this vlog, to be honest. Although he will not be my cameraman, because as you can tell, he's so annoying. He doesn't keep it still or on my face. Anyway, over and out for now. I'm going to park this car on this road and speak to you soon. Hello. Oh my goodness. Why did I start filming? I've got a carrot in my mouth. Welcome back to the last day of the vlog. This is going to be the last day because it's a busy day and I think I've got quite a lot of content already. But I need you to take me with. I need you to come. I don't know if you heard that.
In full blown.
Anyway, let me tell you what we're doing. We are shooting for OK magazine today, and we're shooting with a celeb who's pregnant. So we're doing the baby pregnancy shoot. I'm doing the hair and makeup, obviously. It's really cold in this house though. Definitely thought because of yesterday it was going to be warmer, but it's very overcast in London today. We are obviously in the most amazing location house. I've commandeered the office as hair and makeup. because it's the one that had a bit of light and a bit of area for a desk, and also we're definitely not shooting in here because what you don't want to do is set up your kit and then have to move it around because they're shooting. Our pink backdrop just there, we've just been shooting against that. So anyway, we're good to go. I've just done the hair and makeup. We're going to try and change up throughout the day more with the clothes and the hair and makeup. Oh, I'm zooming in, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, my dad's obviously up here with me, as you saw. So I don't know what he's up to. I need to sort of get hold of him, but he's not got his phone on. Such a typical dad thing to do. And then I go straight from here to the one show. So it's a very busy day for me. Lots of women guests on the one show as well tonight, so it's tricky. But, oops, sorry, I went out of the light. But I'm going to try and get as much content as I can. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to try.
Yeah, see?
Been using this glow. It's a tan and a glow, but it doesn't stay. It's just like a foundation basically for your body. It's such a sheer lovely colour, and I put it on with this little mitt. Goes on the legs really quick, legs and arms, so I've been using that. What else have I been using a lot? Oh, but actually weirdly by the same brand I'm using these lip glosses. They're all by IU, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. They're just really lovely subtle colours. Again, there's no shimmer in them, they just give a little bit of colour so I can add them into a lipstick. They've been really nice. But yeah, it's going well. We're now on our 4th look, so I need to take you down with me so you can see what I'm actually doing.
1, 2, 3. What about if you just whip it? Don't let go of it, just up and down.
Just left the shoot, now I'm in an Uber going down some very lovely residential streets. We're kind of in between Dulwich and Peckham. Anyway, we're on the way to the BBC. Oh, this is a weird little, God, what a weird to have a little old back lane in London. Oh. Anyway, that's where we're going. My kit's been loaded, I had to rush off before they finished filming, which it's something I don't normally do and I feel bad about, but it was all from the very beginning. I had to always leave at 3 because of going to do the one show tonight, so it is what it is. I'm on my way, I've left them to it, they'll be fine. They've only got a couple more shots to get, and yeah, it went okay, and I'm not too tired, which is a miracle because I woke up at 5:30. I'm here.
Basement level 1.
I've got time. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Sorry, I thought you were down there.
And so alcohol makes you happy. So at lunchtime and in the evening. So
There you go. Makeup done for everyone. Never again. Never again. That was the most awful 2 hours of my life. But with great people, so there's a balance.
Contact you about all of that was to say that
Support and help. And it's at this point, dear friends, that I am well and truly over it. I want to take my bra off, my clothes are annoying me, my back is hurting from bending over and carrying my kit. I just want to get it all off. I want my makeup off, I want my jewellery off. I just feel my head is sore from, you know when the parting hurts your head? And I know I've got loads of emails to do, but I'm thinking, can I just leave them for tonight, sleep on them and just get up really early and do them before work? Yeah. Dad's here to greet me. Yay!
Hi!
From the art shop. Ooh, modelling clay.
Yeah,
Ooh, fun.
and an air dryer or something.
Does it?
Hmm.
So you just make what you want and then you can paint it, can you?
Yeah, yeah. So when you take off a piece, you must
Gotta
wrap
seal
it
it
up,
up really
wrap it
well.
up with cling film.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Wrap it up with cling film, and then
Ooh, what should I make?
yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Modelling, carve and sand, and then paint and varnish.
Oh yeah, well these could be like a plaster Paris sort of thing.
Like a dish or... Oh, thanks very much. You've had to carry that around with you all day.
Oh, no, that stuff on and
thank you.
That's,
I'm back to say goodbye. This is the official end of this scintillating vlog. My hair is wrapped. So I've tried heatless rollers, don't get on with them. Tried bendy rollers in my quest for heatless curls because I have to have curly hair. I hate it, my hair straight. Can't sleep in them. I didn't want to do pin curls with curly grips because they always put a bend in the ends. Didn't want to rag roll, so this is like a scrunchy band that I've kind of wrapped my hair around, and I'm going to see how I get on with that all day all night because I've just got back from swimming. That's why I haven't got any makeup on, but it's Sunday morning. My dad's been up for 2 days and, well, he drove back with me from Cornwall, as you would have seen. Did I film anything after that? Yes, I filmed the shoot the next day, the OK magazine shoot. And then when I got home from there, we went to the pub and I was really, really tired. So we just cooked some dinner. I just cooked some dinner at home, and then he went back to his hotel. And Friday, I was working at with a very famous chef who is a legend, a female chef who owns a restaurant in Hammersmith. And because she's got a podcast, so we were doing some work with her in the morning. So Dad actually came with me. He went for a walk on the riverside, he had a coffee and then went for a pint along just by Hammersmith Bridge. And I just got on with work. I was only there for a couple of hours. But I was very hungry, very tired, and I had my kit with me, and the plan was to go to Chelsea's flower show. But because I finished quite early and we were going to get the 5:30 entrance to Chelsea's flower show, I was like, and by this point it was like 2 p.m. There was lockers at Chelsea, but I just thought, I'm just going to take my kit home. So then we got an Uber from Hammersmith back to me near Camberwell. I put my kit away, I had something to eat, and we both took a nap. And actually that is exactly what I needed. I just needed an hour because he's been here, he's been keeping me up, you know, a bit later. Because, you know, the time we get back and I cook him, like, I personally wouldn't eat in the evenings or just grab something, but I had to cook him a proper meal. Didn't have to, like, and if he heard me saying this, he'd probably be like, oh, well, you didn't need to do that, but I wanted to. And then by the time, you know, we had a drink and spent some time together, it's like 10:30, which for me is really late because my neighbours on this side here wake me up at about between 6 and 6:30 a.m. by using a blender, and because their child wakes up then and bangs on the floor. And it's the reason I'm selling my flat, actually, and the reason I'm living. I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to start talking about it and cry, but the reason I have to leave my beautiful home because I just can't cope anymore. So I had that little nap, and then we went to Chelsea Flower Show, which was amazing. Should I put in a little clip? I could try and put in a little clip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but maybe I'll try. And I mean, personally, I wouldn't go again because I'm just not the biggest. I love cut flowers, I love peonies, I love my roses, but that, you know, I love cherry blossom, I love trees, but I wouldn't pay to go and look around, really. I have just as much joy from like walking around Notting Hill looking at the flower stalls and going to Hyde Park, do you know what I mean? But it was really nice to experience it once. Dad enjoyed it. We had a couple of drinks, I had some Pimm's. We had the Chelsea cough. Oh my God, have you been in there? And as soon as you walk through the door and all the air comes off the river and it's circulating around this big open air area, and it's in the grounds of the Chelsea Pensioners Home. And it just whips the pollen around and you just cannot stop coughing and sneezing. So we had to have a drink, of course, to get through that. And then we had a burger, we looked around, and we went and looked at the shops, and we bought Mum a present. So anyway, it was really nice. I'm so glad we went. We were both dressed nicely. The sun was shining. It got a bit cooler in the evening. I think we left there about 8 p.m, came home, and I thought Dad would have wanted to go to the pub, but he was actually okay. We're just getting some bottles of beer. We got a takeaway pizza from, you know, just a pizza from Iceland. Had that. And then Saturday was house viewings in the morning. So Dad, which was actually so nice to have some company, because I'm normally always going alone, which is fine and I don't care, but it's like, you just can't describe it to people. So it was just great to have someone to look around with me. So we looked at one of Vauxhall, which was just behind Vauxhall Farm. So then we looked around the farm, which was really fun because I had a gap between the two. Had a coffee in there. Went to the Triumph motorbike shop, which was under Vauxhall Arches. Dad looked in there, and then we got the bus back through the Oval, down to Camberwell and looked at another one there, then came home and just chilled out for a bit, and I did some work. I had loads of emails to catch up on because obviously Friday I didn't really get a lot done. And then Dad got the train home at 5 o'clock, so we left here about 3:30. My electric ran out. I stupidly let it run out. To top that up, took my dad to Paddington and came back from Paddington, and then I just did not work last night. It was Saturday night and I just was knackered. I think, you know, the driving back and forth to Cornwall, being down there, being busy, having Dad back, running around, appointments, work. It's like crazy how much I sometimes fit into a day and have to give myself a break sometimes. That said, I've got a day off today. I'm going to edit you, and I have been cleaning, tidying, sorting my flat because my first viewing is Tuesday when I'm in Spain, because I'm going to Spain for a job and I'm going to take you with me. But tomorrow I'm working and I've got errands to run. So today really is my only other day to sit down and do tons of emails, tons of paperwork. I need to do some content. I've just been sent this amazing Scandinavian Biolabs whole hair care system for hair loss. So I've even been sent sea mineral spray, a scalp out. Sorry, I've just kneeled up and it's given me such a bad head rush. I can't talk. My head is so bad. Scalp activation roller. I've got shampoo, conditioner, serum. So I really need to get into trying all of that. I'm going to edit this, like I said, and try and get this out. So that's going to take me a good couple of hours. So I'm already late in the day because it's 11:55 now. And hang on. Oh my God, I'm so. Oh God. Hang on, sorry. I should have looked at my phone. So yeah, because I got woke up by my neighbours at 6:40, and unfortunately the neighbour downstairs kept me up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I've had no sleep. But when I woke up I knew I was up then, so I just went swimming, washed my hair, came back, had a coffee, got a coffee, went to the pharmacy, came back here, and now I've got to get on with things. So I just wanted to say this to tie up this video and say thank you for watching. I had a little cry this morning because of the noise. It's just been so shitty, and I just know I have to leave, but I just don't want to leave. And I feel like I'm juggling so many things with the business, and then, you know, doing the stupid social media and this, which isn't stupid, but like, why am I making myself do it? Because it's all extra work, but I know I've got to, because nothing's going to come to you. And I just feel like that, on top of all the lack of sleep, it's just been a lot. But anyway, like I say, you're coming to Spain with me for work next week. Let's hope it's not too tiring and I get a bit of sun, and also I'm away from these lovely neighbours. Anyway, I'll see you soon.